Hi everyone, I am Didin J, the author of Jammer.com. Now we will show you a basic and quick way to create an Angular web app. This tutorial doesn't just show a simple hello world or a default Angular generated pages, but more than that, we will show you how to interact with the array of objects data in the Spark file. Also, we will show you how to use a basic Angular material, routing, and navigation with the parameters. This tutorial is divided into several steps. Step number 1. Preparation. Step number 2. Create an Angular X web app. Step number 3. Create an array of objects file. Step number 4. Install Angular material. Step number 5. Add Angular routing and navigation. Step number 6. Show list of data. Step number 7. Show data details. Step number 8. Show Google Maps. The following tools, frameworks, and libraries or modules are required for this tutorial. Node.js, Angular 8, Terminal, Text Editor or IDE. We are using Visual Studio Code. For now, we will not show you how to set up or get Google Maps JavaScript API key. You can find another tutorial on these sites that cover Google Maps and related. To make this tutorial faster, you have to open the source code at our GitHub. So you can copy or paste from there. Let's get started with the main steps. Step number 1. Preparation. Now, we are creating an Angular Edge app using Angular CLI, which needs Node.js and npm to install or update it. Make sure you have to download and install Node.js, npm included, before installing or updating Angular CLI. Check the install Node.js and npm using these commands. Node-v npm-v, and here we are using Node.js version 10, 15, and 1, and using npm version 6, 11, and 3. To install or update an Angular CLI, type this command: sudo npm install -g add angular/cli. You don't need to add sudo prefix if you are using terminal command without super user privileges. Step number 2. Create an Angular X web app. We will create an Angular web app using Angular CLI. Type this command to create the Angular 8 web app after you are going to your projects folders. ng new Angular tutorial. That command will create a new Angular 8 app with the name Angular-tutorial. Pass all questions as Y, then the Angular CLI will automatically install the required npm modules. After finish, Go to the newly created AngularX folder, then run the AngularX app for the first time. ng serve --open. You seeing that --open parameters will automatically open the AngularX in your default web browser. Here's the AngularX default page look like. Before continue to the next steps, we have to open your projects using your default IDE or text editor. Stop the running Angular web app first by press Ctrl with C. Because we are using Visual Studio Code, we will open the Visual Studio Code from the terminal by typing this command code space dot. Step number 3. Create an array of objects file. As we mentioned in the first paragraphs, we will display the list of the primary theme data. For that, create a new TypeScript file in the src app theme ts. Open and edit that file. Then add this line of TypeScript constant of that contain array of objects. Step number 4. Install Angular Material. For the user interface or user experience, we will use AngularX Material and CDK. There's a CLI for generating a material components like table as a components, but we will create or add the table components from scratch to the existing components. Type this command to install AngularX Material. ng add @angular/material. If there are questions like this, just use the default answer by press enter a few times. We will register or require AngularX material components or modules to src app modules ts. Open and edit that file, then add these imports of the required. Register the above modules to ng-modules imports. Now the Angular material is ready to use in the Angular component. Step number 5. Add Angular routing and navigation. The AngularX routes already added when we create a new AngularX application in the previous step. Routes used to navigate between components. Before configuring the routes, type this command to create a new AngularX components. ng components list. ngg components details, ngg components maps. Next, open src app.modules.ts. Then you will see those components imported and declared in ngModules imports and declared in ngModules declaration. Next, open and edit src app.routing modules ts. Then add these imports. Add these arrays to the existing routes constant that contain route for above. Open and edit src app components HTML, and you will see the existing router outlets at the bottom of the file. Next, modify this HTML page to fit the list, details, or maps page. Next, open and edit src app component SCSS. Then replace all SCSS codes with this. Step number 6. Show list of data. We will show list of themes data using Angular material, match grid list, and match grid style component. First, we will need to load data from the array of objects file by open and edit src app list component ts. Add the variables before the constructor to handle an array of objects. Next, open and edit src app list component HTML. Then replace these lines of HTML tags that display the grid list. As you can see, the themes array is iterated on match grid tile and displaying the information and image using mudcard. Finally, add a little style to src app list component SCSS with these SCSS codes. Step number 7. Show data details. From the list of themes, user can click the item of the grid, then navigate to details page with the ID params. The ID should be received in the details page using Angular activated route. Open and edit src app details component TS. Then add these imports of Angular activated route, router. Inject the Angular activated route and router to the constructor. Add the variables before the constructor that hold details objects and theme array. Add a function to the Angular ng-on-init that finds an object from the theme array. We use Angular ng-on-init because we want to load the details from the array every details component show up. Next, add a function to navigate to the Maps component to show the Google Maps with the latitude and longitude params. Next, open and edit with RC app details components HTML. Then replace all Angular HTML templates with this. Finally, add a little style to src app details components SCSS with these SCSS codes. Step number 8. Show Google Maps. You can use your own or someone else's Google Maps API key to implementing Google Maps on the web page. To display the Google Maps, first we need to load the Google Maps JavaScript API by open and edit this RC index.html. Then add or modify these imports of Angular. Then add these lines of Google Maps JavaScript before the closing of body tag. Next, open and edit src app maps component ts. Then add or modify these imports of Angular ViewChild, 11ref, and activated route. Inject the Angular activated route to the constructor. Declare the basic required Google Maps variables, map, marker, and options before the Angular component. Load map elements after the title variable. Create a function to load Google Maps and set a default marker of the current browser location. Call that function inside the constructor body with the params of latitude and longitude from the previous component. Next, open and edit this RC app maps component HTML. Then replace all HTML tags with just this map div. Finally, to make Google Maps working in the Angular page, add a head of the div to the src app maps components SGSS. Now we will run this Angular 8 web app by typing this command: ng serve -- open. And here we go. That is for now. You can get the full source code, the text version of the tutorial, and another Angular tutorial in the description below. And